Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Welcome in, friends. This is the Shop Talk. And are you interested in starting your own YouTube channel? If you are, then you're in the right place at the right time. This is Shop Talk, our content creator makerspace. This is live Q&A for those content creators who are interested in boosting their channel, making more revenue on their channel, and in this case, taking you from viewer to a channel creator, becoming a YouTuber. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. I'm super excited because this is the start of a new series of Shop Talk. It's going to be a multi-episode series of Shop Talk taking you from viewer to YouTuber. So welcome in, friends. This is the Content Creator Makerspace, and I'm here to help you along the way. And so are so many creators who are joining us in the stream for this episode of Shop Talk. Y'all, you might be asking yourself, what is a maker space? Well, Shop Talk is a maker space for YouTube creators. It's a workshop where people work on their YouTube channels by sharing ideas, talking about the best equipment to use, and sharing knowledge and understanding. So welcome in, friends. Welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. This is Shop Talk, and I am your host, Kendi K, all day. Wow. We want to make sure that we shout out Lala, America's high vibe coach. She's a content creator. She is a multi-channel content creator. I told you, you're in the right place at the right time because we have some content creators who have not created not just one channel, but they are a triple threat. And in Lala's case, she's America's high vibe coach. She has four channels on YouTube. Y'all, thank you for joining in. Thank you for staying locked in. And we're going really fast through these today because Kendi K has got the tips for those who want to move from viewer to channel creator. You want to become a YouTuber, and I've got the tips that you're going to need to take you all the way to and through full monetization. That's what we focus on here. It's full monetization and beyond. I want to welcome in all those content creators who are already chatting it up in the chat. Let's welcome in Mrs. Paula Does Retirement. Mrs. Paula, y'all, if you haven't checked her out, 10 out of 10. Kendi K highly recommends Mrs. Paula Does Retirement. She is conquering her many mountains on her property, and I just love to see you doing that, Mrs. Paula. And y'all, she took a special trip down to, was that in Virginia? Anyway, she was tracing the CSX train, the Santa train. Love that content coming from you, Mrs. Paula, and love your premiere. Y'all, this is what we do. This is what we do in the makerspace. We are the Content Creator Collective, and we are here to talk shop. Let's welcome in Coffee No Cream. Welcome, friend. And member of Kendi K's crew. Thank you all for joining me for this exciting episode of Shop Talk. Let's welcome in another content creator, 10 out of 10. Kendi K highly recommends Mary's Life Journey. Mary, I saw you throwing down in the kitchen doing your Thanksgiving preparations. Welcome to Shop Talk, Mary. Welcome to the fun. This is where the Creator Collective, where we just talk shop as content creators. And if you have any questions, as you make that most important decision, deciding if you want to move from viewer to YouTube creator, if you want to become a YouTuber, as you make that decision, we're going to help you along the way. So drop in the comments now and let us know if that is you, if you're making that decision today, whether you want to become a YouTuber. We've all been in that place with you, so we're here to coach you along the way. And y'all, we're going to tell you what we know for sure, and we're going to let you know what our thoughts are on the matter. If I can't handle your question, I've got content creators standing by in the chat to support me. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for locking in. It's Kendi K all day. Thank you all for joining me for this exciting episode of Shop Talk. And I'll go ahead and remind you that Shop Talk is coming right back to you for a special Saturday Saturday edition of Shop Talk. I told you we've got something special happening here. This is our special series where we are going to talk about becoming a viewer, moving from viewer to a YouTuber. And so I want to just carry this series right on through to our Sunday Sunrise edition. And so we're going to have a special Saturday edition of Shop Talk and also our regular Sunday Sunrise edition of Shop Talk. This is our content creator makerspace. So let's get right into the tips, friends. If you're thinking about becoming a YouTube content creator, here is your first tip. Tip number one is don't start a YouTube channel until you watch this series, friends. I'm very confident about that, friends. There is so many things that will help you get your channel off to a good start, and one of those things that I highly recommend you do is check out all the episodes in this special series. This is going to give you the blueprint before you even start your channel. So if you've already hit that create a channel button, don't go any further. You have not done anything wrong just yet, but I promise you, you're going to want to watch these next couple of episodes. It's a special series that I'm doing to help you move from viewer to YouTuber. I see so many chatting it up in that chat. Let me make sure that I'm welcoming all the friends as they join us. This is Kendi K all day, and this is Shop Talk, our virtual content creator makerspace. Every episode of Shop Talk is a live Q&A. Thank you, Mrs. Paula. Mrs. Paula says that was Dante, Virginia. Yes, never heard of Dante, Virginia, but now, thanks to your great content, you and hubby's content, I don't think I'll ever forget it. It was the Santa train. Friends, let's keep talking shop as content creators. Yo, you want to catch this series. You want to watch all the episodes of this series. And if you can't catch them on the live stream, like right now, then catch them on the replay. They'll all be in a playlist just for you. Check the description box now so that you can catch all 47 previous episodes of Shop Talk, where every episode is a live Q&A for content creator. Y'all, I guarantee if you catch this series, it's going to be a multi-part series where I'm showing you the fast track to get you from viewer to a YouTuber and possibly even to partial or full monetization. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. We want to welcome in some other creators or those who are thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Thank you, friends. And I want to thank my moderators for helping and crew members for helping to welcome everyone in. Welcome in, content creators. Welcome in. Welcome in, potential content creators. Welcome in. Friends, I want to save you months of heartache. Kendi K started her YouTube channel in January 2024. To be exact, the last week of January 2024. And y'all, I must tell you that now I am a fully monetized content creator, but I want to save you many months of working and trying to get your feet on solid footing in these YouTube streets. And that's why I said this is the time to start a new series to help those who are even thinking about becoming a YouTube content creator or a YouTuber, if you will. It's going to help you launch your channel smarter, faster, and with a lot more confidence. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. We want to thank our sponsor of this episode of Shop Talk. It's Pound Cake Experts. Pound Cake Experts is waiting to take your holiday orders. Visit poundcakeexperts.com, featuring 50 episodes of gourmet pound cake, including a vegan, a sugar-free, and all of your scrumptious pound cake flavors, from traditional to things like sexy strawberry, and they even have a peach cobbler pound cake. Yes, I said it. A peach cobbler pound cake. Visit Pound Cake Experts on all social medias. Thank you, Pound Cake Experts, for sponsoring this episode of Shop Talk. We want to welcome in some more content creators. They are chatting it up and gathering up for us in the chat. We want to welcome in And if you are a content creator and I'm not familiar with you, go ahead and let us know that. Make yourself known in these YouTube streets. That's what I invite you to do. We want to welcome in content creator Simply Debbie Sue. Simply Debbie Sue did a lot of holiday cooking and does a lot of porch chats. Wow, the aesthetics of it all, even your top, even your outfit as you were swinging on your porch swing. Love to see the change of seasons. And we even saw snow over at Simply Debbie Sue's house. Thank you for joining us, Simply Debbie Sue. Creator Mrs. Paula does retirement says, I posted my first video on December 2nd, 2024. My goodness. Congratulations, Mrs. Paula does retirement. One thing I know for sure, you have grown that channel in just 1 year with over 1,000 subscribers. Wow. Thank you for telling us about that great milestone, and happy YouTube anniversary, Mrs. Paula. That anniversary is coming around. Thank you for the reminder. She says, I wish I knew then what I know now. Yes, absolutely. We want to welcome in another content creator. Y'all don't forget to drop your channel links as many times as you want. Give me just a moment. I've got a bright light in my eye. I think I got my lights too close to me because I can't see anything. They're blinding me. Thank you all for joining us for this exciting episode of Shop Talk. This is our content creator makerspace. We want to welcome in JC Calamity Jane. Friend, I'm looking for your great comment. I want to put it up on the screen. I'll find you here in just a second. And we want to welcome in Jesus Has My Soul. Welcome, friend. Welcome. This is a safe space for content creators to connect, to collaborate, to learn a few things, and to grow their channels. Thank you all for joining us. Lala, America's High Vibe Coach says, this is the place to grow. Yes, absolutely. And there's our friend. Found your friend. It's JC Calamity Jane. JC Calamity Jane, what a way. I've been watching your content, binge watching your content, if you will. And I can't wait to start that December series. It's Day Zumba. Day Zumba. Y'all check them out. Check out her and some other great collaborators in these YouTube streets. They're going to be working all month long, doing some Zumba workouts with us. And y'all, they even helping us to get our muscle up. And it's funny that we should talk about getting our muscle up because that's one of the tips I have for you today. If you're even thinking about starting a YouTube channel, is one of the first things you're going to want to do is get your muscle up. And JC Calamity Jane is going to help us physically and get our muscle up and learn a few of the core Zumba moves before we start 30 days in her Zumba challenge. I can't wait to do that. And I was over on Joe's Sleep and Slim Down journey this morning, and she had these great sticks. I think she called them Zumba sticks. Y'all, I got to get me some of those Zumba sticks. So thank you, friend. Thank you. I see someone knows about those pound cake experts. Thank you. Thank you for that vote of confidence. I appreciate every one of you in these YouTube streets. This is where we collaborate and we grow our channels to and through full monetization. Absolutely. Tip number 2. Here we go. Start your channel. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, tip number 2 is to start with one type of content. So what I'm talking about is your niche. What is your channel going to be about? So don't worry too much about how to pronounce the word. Is it niche? Is it niche? Tomato? It really doesn't matter. But really, it's what is your channel going to be about? Friends, what I encourage you to do if you're thinking about starting a new channel is to find one lane and stay in it. Stay in it for a minute. Lean into that thing for the first, 50 or 60 days and get a feel for YouTube. And the reason why you want to continue to do that content, the same type of content for about 50 to 60 days, is because you want the YouTube algorithm to recognize you as a new content creator in the YouTube streets, and you want it to pick up on what type of content that you do so that it can put your thumbnails, your pictures, your titles, your videos on or on the same devices as other creators who are creating a similar type of content as yours. So find your lane, think about what lane you're going to be so that you have a clear topic of discussion for your YouTube channel. Doesn't mean you have to stick there. Kendi K, y'all, since January 2024, Kendi K is still figuring out the optimal lanes that I want to be in these YouTube streets. And Shoptalk is one of them. I love sharing tips, pro tips, if you will, for how to monetize your channel, how to make your channel stronger, how to tweak your channel, and I love bringing content creators together. We've got more information from creator JC Calamity Jane. Welcome in, friend. JC Calamity Jane says, it's a tutorial on Monday for the Zumba challenge. The remainder of the challenge is on your own, but it's a challenge, friends. So they're inviting you to connect with them and just make a super collaboration of that thing. You might want to record yourself doing the Zumba challenge or just work right along with friends. Y'all, you kind of just make the challenge your own, but it's a great time to get everyone up and moving as we head into these holidays and lots of gatherings, which means lots of foods, fun, and possibly even some tasty beverages. So might as well just work some of those calories off and get up and moving even before we start the new year. I love the sound of everything, and I can't wait to connect with so many other viewers and subscribers during the Zumba challenge. Love that challenge. Great challenge and great collaboration with other content creators. Remember, friends, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or if you've already started your YouTube channel, remember that those first videos that you do, in fact, every video that you do, it's not so much about perfection because there is no perfection in these YouTube streets. You just want to have a posture of being reflective and a growth mindset. You want to just focus on what can I do to make things better? What went well in that video that you posted or that you uploaded, and what things can I tweak, or that didn't feel right for me at all, so I'm never, ever going to do that again. We have all been there as content creators, and you're going to get there too. But just focus on learning and less on the perfection part. Again, there is no perfection in these YouTube streets. We're all learning. We're all amateurs at this. Even since 2024, and as we head into the new year, Kendi K would tell you there is still so much for me as a content creator to learn. But one thing I know for sure is I'm going to keep doing Shoptalk because I want to keep connecting with other content creators so I can grow my channel. And I've been able to grow this channel from partial monetization to full monetization with over 1,000 subscribers. Friends, I'm on the road to 5,000 subscribers at this point. And my first mini goal to get me there is 2,000 subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber and you like what you've been hearing so far, go ahead, friend, hit that subscribe button and join us as we move our channels to and through full monetization. Y'all, you want to really stick to one topic so that you can gain momentum with that topic. One thing that YouTube is going to do for you as soon as you start uploading that first video, friends, that's when the clock starts ticking. So if you haven't uploaded the first video, don't do it yet. I strongly encourage you to make sure that you watch all of the episodes in this special series. It's a quick start series to get you started off on the right track as a YouTuber, as a content creator in the YouTube streets. Absolutely, friends. Because we want to put the algorithms, the supercomputers that are in fact YouTube, that are driving YouTube and bringing viewers to your content that you upload. We want you to continue to gain momentum. The more you post, the more viewers that the YouTube computer should be able to point towards your content. And if you keep all of that content kind of in the same niche or the same topic area, and it doesn't matter, friends, Teach us your talent. And if your talent is just being you as you show up in the world, that might just be a lifestyle channel. I think about Mrs. Paula does retirement. Her talent at this moment is leaning into being a retired lady. I love that she is now venturing out, doing more travel with her husband. They're doing some projects that they had put on hold now around the house. Love all the things that you're doing. Mrs. Paula is clearing her clutter as part of her retirement life. I love that for you, Mrs. Paula. So do whatever you want to do on your channel. If you are gifted in sound or in music, I know that that's a gift that I don't really have. But friends, if that's your gift and you want to share it with the world, that's a good niche that's a good topic for your YouTube channel. Whatever it is, find one and stick to one for about the first 50 to 60 days and see if you like it. My suggestion is think about something that you love. If you love being you and you love how you show up in the world, if you want to show folks how you shop, how you save money, if you want to talk about your career, if you want to help people with their finances, whatever it is, friends, think about that and do something that you love. Because if you do something that you love, it's more likely that you'll never grow tired of it. Yes, there's sunflower. There's our YouTube sunflower. We want to wish you a happy birthday, friend. Happy birthday, sunflower. Happy birthday to you. Y'all drop some hearts in that chat. Let's show our sunflower that we care about her. Happy birthday, friend. The more the YouTube algorithm gets to know you and the type of content that you create on your channel, the more revenue you stand to gain. Absolutely. You're welcome, friend. You are absolutely welcome. Thank you all for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk, me and the Content Creator Collective. Where's the collective, Kitty Cake? They're down in that chat and they are just chatting it away. And I'm putting as many of their comments up on the screen as I can. And happy birthday again to our good friend, Sunflower. We call her Sunflower because she is our sunflower. Welcome, friend. Welcome. You're always welcome here. This is a safe space for everyone. Friends, here is tip number 3. Tip number 3, Candy K. Yes, that's what we do on Shop Talk. We just talk shop as YouTube content creators. Friends, here's another tip. Set an upload plan before you launch the channel. So if you haven't yet hit that create a channel button, you're good. And even if you have hit that create a channel button, you know that button that I'm talking about. If you've already hit that button, the thing that you really should not do yet until you've watched this entire series of Shop Talk, and y'all, I'm going to be here tomorrow and I'm going to be here Sunday for the Sunday Sunrise edition of Shop Talk. And don't worry, if you've got some shopping to do, if you've got plans with your family and friends, keep those plans. Everything, including starting your YouTube channel, do it in moderation so that you don't get burned out. Friends, but set an upload channel before you launch. So don't do that next step beyond hitting that create a channel button. Don't do the next step until you've watched all of the episodes in this special series, this quick start series for how to start a YouTube channel without all the hassle and to maximize your channel launch. Don't upload a video publicly because once you do, then you start a clock. It's a 365-day clock. And I don't want you to burn through your time. And we see friends who are sharing with our friend Sunflower, telling Sunflower happy birthday. I love that. Look at all this love coming through. That's what we do in these YouTube streets. We just spread joy and sunshine and lots of information for the YouTube content creator. Thank y'all for sharing that love with our good buddy Sunflower. Sunflower says thank you. And you are welcome. And thank you for joining us today, Sunflower, because you all could be anywhere today. But I thank you for collaborating with us down in the chat, for connecting. This is our content creator makerspace. It's a YouTube creator makerspace where we connect, we collaborate, and we're going to grow these channels to and through full monetization. But back to our idea of setting an upload plan before the launch. Before you launch your channel, think about the next 4 to 6 weeks on your channel. When you first begin your channel, it's been said before, so I'm reiterating it again. Y'all plan out your content, record that content, edit that content. You're trying to get to some long format videos. The first ones can be short. Maybe the first one is, hey, I'm starting a YouTube channel. Tell us what your channel is going to be about. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Invite viewers to connect, to like the content, and hit the subscribe button. Those are called calls to actions. And if you want to know more about content creation, use the link that I've pinned to the top of the description box and click on the playlist so that you can get all of the episodes to Shop Talk. Y'all, we are fast approaching 50 episodes of Shop Talk. Can you believe that? 50 live stream episodes of Shop Talk. I'm super excited about that. Look at all of these content creators celebrating milestones. Absolutely. Friends, when you set up a upload plan for your channel launch, what it's going to do is going to help you get your muscle up, and it's going to help you stay strong. Because friends, what I know for sure, here's what I know for sure now as a fully monetized content creator. I know that there will be days when you're going to be too tired to fool with YouTube, or it's your kids they're going to have activities. Your spouse, your mate, your buddies, your friends, they're going to say, hey, you're spending a lot of time over there on that YouTube channel. When are you going to hang out with us? And that's when you know that you don't have a good balance in the YouTube streets. Friends, so make sure that you keep a good balance, help you get your muscle up by making sure that you have some content all ready to go. And I'm talking about 4 to 6 weeks worth of content. 4 to 6 weeks, Candy K? Yes, you said you wanted to start your channel. You said you wanted it to grow. And friends, you don't have to be on YouTube for a whole year before getting partially monetized or even fully monetized. What I know for sure, after doing these things since January 2024, is there are some shortcuts. And that's what this series is about. It's going to give you a fresh start. It's going to give you all of the pro tips that you're going to need to grow your channel rapidly. So keep one topic, do something that you love. Let that be the focus of your channel for now, for at least the first 40 to 60 days, so that the YouTube algorithms can get to know who you are and how you show up in the YouTube streets. And then start thinking about content. Don't just think about it, friends. Write it down. Put it in a spreadsheet. Whatever you like to do, just journal about it. Just make it like a grocery list, but this can be a grocery list of your content. Friends, don't think about things that are going to require a lot of money, because one thing's for sure, if you've got a smartphone, that's a little computer right in your hand, and that means you've got all the tools to start a YouTube channel. Absolutely, friends, because we don't want you to get burnt out. So many channels, you see them and you like them. You might have even subscribed to those channels, and then something happens. You don't see them anymore. Those channel creators have probably gotten burnt out. We don't want you to burn out. We don't want you to burn out. In fact, we want you and your channel to blow up. We want you to blow up. So in order to start your channel off on the right note, is you want to have your bags packed full of content. So start thinking about some good quotes that you see that represent you, your channel, your topic, which is your niche in the YouTube streets. What is your channel going to be about? Start taking pictures of those things, still pictures of those things. Start recording content about those things. If you're going to do a cooking channel, start cooking some things. Start recording it. Think about camera angles and things. And one thing I would tell you as part of your upload plan, continue watching the good content. Subscribe to the channels that of the content that you like, and keep doing that. That's all part of the growing your channel process. You've got to be, but now you're going to start looking and watching and viewing those channels, and not just as a viewer, but as a YouTuber. Start looking at the camera angles that they use. Start thinking about how they're connecting with their community, not just as viewers, but they're trying to grow a community of viewers and turn those viewers into subscribers and possibly into members. So think about all those things now that you're thinking about becoming a YouTuber. Thank you all for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. This is Kendi K all day, and we're just talking shop as content creators. Thank you all, and thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. It's our content creator maker space. Friends, let's do some questions and answers. But before we do, I think I skipped one. Let's talk about tip number 3. Focus on your sound. All you need, I said you can do it with your cell phone, because what I know for sure is me. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Kendi K started and launched her channel with my iPhone. I think it might be a 15. I think I've been saying iPhone 16 Pro Max, but I think it might be an iPhone 15 Pro Max. Y'all, Kendi K is a woman of a particular age. Kendi K is 50. Kendi K was 48 when she started her YouTube channel, and I became a fully monetized channel at the age of 49, just before my 50th birthday. So, friends, what a great birthday present that was, a birthday present to myself, but thanks in part to you, the viewing public, and the subscribers and members of Kendi K's crew. Thank you all for joining me. But when we talk about you can, so what I know for sure, friends, is you absolutely can start a YouTube channel with just your smartphone, with just your cell phone, Android or an iPhone. Any of those phones will do. If it's a smartphone and you've got some available memory on it, you can start a YouTube channel. So that's another pro tip. Go ahead and move all of your extra photos and videos, move all of those things to the cloud so that you free up as much memory, hard memory, on your smartphone. And then you're really going to have to start putting a lot of things into the cloud. So if you're new to the cloud, again, you want to take 4 to 6 weeks and get your muscle up. Friends, let's talk about sound, because one thing I know for sure is that viewers will forgive video, right? If your video is less than 4K, or it might just be SD, which is just the basic level of video content that you might upload onto your channel. What I know for sure is that viewers are very forgiving of that. But friends, if they can't hear you, then they can't connect with you. They can't connect with you and your personality. And friends, as a YouTuber, even as a new YouTuber, you are your brand. Friends, so the top things that you want to avoid, we got a great question in the chat. So let's chat it up. That's what we do. Every episode of YouTube is a live Q&A for content creators, or even those who are thinking about becoming a YouTube creator. What are some of the top things that we should avoid? I would make sure that I have the best sound that I can. You might notice my AirPods in my ear. I am using my AirPods that I bought even before I became a content creator, and I'm still using them today to support my sound. I've connected them directly to my laptop today, because now, as I've grown as a YouTube content creator, I use my laptop and I use my cell phone, my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Other things that we should avoid. What would you tell people to avoid? Avoid thinking that your content has to be perfect in order to upload it. You should avoid that. Remember, we're not focusing on perfection. We're focusing on the long haul. This is a learning experience. And you, as a content creator, it's something you've never done before. You've only watched other people doing it. And now that you're doing it, now that you're even thinking about doing it yourself, leave lots of space to learn and to grow. I'm asking my other creators in the collective, drop down in the chat and share other things what are other tips that you would share with someone who is thinking about becoming a YouTube creator? Y'all, clear sound will ensure that viewers are able to watch your content longer and faster. I'll tell you this, friends, even as a fully monetized content creator, Kendi K did a lot of live streaming because my channel is a lifestyle channel. I'm just showing you Kendi K at 50 years of age. And so As we were heading into the start of the holiday season and Thanksgiving, I did a lot of live streams about Thanksgiving content, and I was cooking that content. And there's a lot of new moving parts. You got to focus on your light. You've got to focus on your sound. And more than anything, I've got to focus on not burning up and messing up all of that delicious food. So thank you all for joining me. But there were times when we completely lost the sound. And I knew something was wrong because I had so many viewers, subscribers, members of Kendi K's crew chatting up in the chat. And then I would see the numbers just go down, 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 down in the number of viewers. And I couldn't figure out why. And then someone, a kind human that they were, kind humans dropped in the chat and they said, Kendi K, there is no sound. So I don't know what it was. I think there were just so many channels and live streams happening in the chat and happening across the world. That's one thing you should know as a new YouTube content creator, or even someone who's thinking about starting a YouTube channel. You've got to remember, this is not just for folks in your community, in your state, or in your neighborhood. Friends, this is YouTube. It's a global entity. So it's always the perfect time for you to start a live stream and to upload content, because there's always someone who's willing to watch your content. So I would tell you, don't focus on perfection. Just put out the best content that you can. And sound is one of the most important things. Sound is far greater than you worrying about your lighting and your picture, the image that folks can see. Focus on the sound, and you can bring the rest of the things along as you can. If there are any other things that I'm missing that you can avoid, I want to ask the Content Creator Collective, who are chatting it up in that chat, y'all just help me out, because we want to make sure that those who are thinking about starting a YouTube channel have all of the best information. Thank you to the viewers who are thinking about starting a content creator and who are joining us for this special series. It's a Smart Start series for moving from a viewer to starting your own channel and becoming a YouTuber, a YouTube content creator. Yes, when you have a clear sound, friends, the viewers, they're going to watch longer, and you're going to see your channel growing much quicker than when your sound is choppy. When folks can't hear what you're talking about, then it's just it's a challenge, and folks are going to do what? They're going to click away. And we don't want them to click away. I want you to stay tuned with us. Friends, we're moving into our Q&A portion. So we're going to take the rest of this episode of Shop Talk, and I'm going to take questions from you. So go ahead and drop those questions into the chat. And so let's get started. I see folks already dropping questions in the chat. So let's go ahead and take some of those questions. Question. Thank you for dropping that question too. It's a good one. What should my first video be about? Well, one good thing is it can be about anything that you want it to be about. It is your channel. You are the content creator, and friends, as a YouTube creator, as a YouTuber, you are your brand. So I would say to you, what should your first episode be about? It should be about you and whatever you want it to be about. Make it something relatable. Make it something that shares a little piece of yourself, but not too much of yourself. Remember, YouTube is a global entity. So make sure that you do all the things that you need to do to keep yourself safe. And I'll talk a little bit about that in future episodes, what things that you should consider before you start your YouTube channel. But yeah, just make it something relatable. Don't worry about how long your video is. In fact, keep it short. Keep folks wondering who and what you are, and maybe they'll just hit that subscribe button so they'll be sure, and then they'll hit the bell to be notified when you go live, when you upload a new video, and all of those things. Absolutely. So my answer to the question was, again, what should your first video be about? I would say just choose something simple and relatable, something that is based on or related to what you want your channel to be about. And y'all, make 5 videos. Go ahead and how are you going to get to to 50 or 60 days worth of content, Candy K, that seems like a lot of content. Y'all, so just make 5 short videos, 5 minutes apiece. Focus on that. 5 short videos, 5 minutes apiece. And y'all just talk. Just talk. It's okay if you say the wrong word. You don't have to edit that thing. If you're not good at editing, you probably won't be good at editing. And you know why? Because you're new as a content creator. Friends, I am still learning more and more about content creation and especially about editing, putting those videos together, adding music. That's why I encourage you, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or you're even thinking about starting a channel or maybe growing your channel, you want your channel to gain some momentum, continue watching the YouTubers that you enjoyed before you became a YouTuber. Keep watching those channels, but now start watching those channels as a YouTuber, as a content creator. What are they doing? What do you like? Is there anything you don't like about how they run their channel? Then make sure that you put those tips into your own channel as you begin to plan the launch of your channel. Thank you all for joining in. We want to welcome in another content creator, one of my favorite creators that I shouted out during Candy K's Thanksgiving baking and cooking help and hotline over the in our pre-Thanksgiving content. I was able to shout out 60 Plus and Sophie and her red velvet cake. If you want to know how to make a homemade three-layer red velvet cake, check out 60 Plus and Sophie. And friends, she's even made Candy K's a pound cake. I saw so many pound cakes being made in the YouTube streets, and I'd like to say I had a little bit to do with that. So thank you, friends. And we have another question. What is the optimal time length for a video, short and long form? Friends, a short is just think of a short as a little commercial. And friends, you want to really focus when we talk about launching a new YouTube channel. When we talk about planning that launch and planning 4 to 5 weeks worth of content to get your muscle up, and to make sure that you have a lot of content already in your bag, ready to go, ready to upload consistently so that you can consistently keep yourself in the YouTube algorithm. I'm talking about long format content. I'm not talking about shorts. It is not. And I must be very serious about that thing, friends. It is, after my time on YouTube, now as a fully monetized channel, I must tell you, it's very difficult, if not impossible, to grow a channel off of shorts, okay? Because what's going to happen is you're going to be known for shorts, and very few viewers are going to take the time to watch your long format content, right? And as a new YouTuber in the YouTube streets, as a new YouTube content creator, you won't initially be able to go live, right? So you're going to need to rely on your long format videos and start with 5 minutes. 5 minutes is good. And I will share with you how you can push those to at least 8 minutes, because every time you create an 8-minute long format video, it is absolutely ready. As soon as you hit full monetization, you're ready to turn ads on all of that content, and that revenue just starts growing and growing. You start making money on day one as a fully monetized channel for every long format video that you create that is at least 8 minutes long. Thank you. These are great questions coming in. Thank you for these questions. We have another question down in the chat. Do I need expensive equipment? I'm going to tell you the truth of this matter, friends. My answer to that is absolutely no. You do not need expensive equipment. But friends, think about it. You already have expensive equipment. It's your smartphone. Candy K fully monetized her channel. Friends, I became a fully monetized channel off of my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Yes, I did. Before I turned 50, at 49 years of age, I became a fully monetized channel, and I did it all with my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Welcome in, friends. We want to welcome in another content creator, Kyle Vlogs. Kyle Vlogs was able to share in some recent episodes of Shop Talk that he is planning some content. He's going on a cruise with his family, and he plans to record a lot of that content and put out some long format videos about that content. So thank you. That's what we mean. Do what you love, and then you'll never grow tired of creating content on your channel. That's what your channel should be about. It should be about something that you love. Thank you all for dropping these great questions in the chat. Oh, here's a good one. This is one I can really relate to. What if I'm scared to be on camera? Friends, do you know that I am nervous right now? I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is. It's being on camera, and it's being on camera on a global social network like YouTube. Y'all, I heard an interesting fact just this week, just this morning, by the way. And I'm a fan of independent media, so I was watching my good buddy, Roland Martin, Unfiltered. And another one of those independent media spaces that I like is the Don Lemon Show. But I heard this fun fact on Roland Martin Unfiltered, and it said that YouTube now exceeds Google as the world's largest search engine. YouTube is now the world's largest search engine. It used to be Google. Google it. Whatever if you need a recipe, if you need to know how to make a 7-Up pound cake, folks are now going to YouTube and using it as the world's largest search engine. So friends, it's okay. I said all that to say this. It's absolutely okay to be nervous as a content creator. And if you just don't want to show your face, friends, I will tell you this, Kendi K, me, yes, I did. I started my YouTube channel, and friends, I went almost 10 months in my first year as a YouTube content creator without showing my face. Yes. So you can do a faceless channel. And if you're interested, if that sounds more like a good fit for you to be a faceless channel, I encourage you to search YouTube, use YouTube as a search engine, and check out faceless channels and get a feel for how they do what they do and how they're able to grow channels. And many of those channels are fully monetized channels as well. So, friends, we've got some more content creators joining us. Welcome in to Monique Poe. Monique Poe, we've got so many celebrations. We have Mrs. Paula Does Retirement. She is going to be celebrating 1 year on YouTube. We're saying happy birthday to our good friend, Sunflower. Happy birthday, Sunflower. Today is her real birthday. So happy birthday, Sunflower. And happy first anniversary on YouTube. Happy first YouTube birthday to Mrs. Paula Does Retirement. She'll be celebrating that birthday on December 2nd. I'm sure she's got some great YouTube birthday content planned for us. Can't wait to see those thumbnails. Mrs. Paula Does Retirement. And Monique Poe, we are celebrating Monique Poe today. Monique Poe, over in the pre-Thanksgiving holiday, Monique Poe surpassed 1,000 subscribers. She is on the road to monetization. She's in the last mile to monetization. So y'all, let's give her a good boost. I want you to check out her content. 10 out of 10. Kendi K highly recommends. Monique Poe has some very unique content. She's a member of the basket community. She's a mama. She's a wife. And y'all, she loves YouTube, and she is a great supporter in these YouTube streets. So this is a time when we can put all of our muscle as viewers and subscribers behind Monique Poe 37. Thank you, Monique, for joining us for this episode of Shop Talk. Let's hear from our buddy Kyle. Let's check on Kyle. Kyle says he's got a special live stream coming up. So check out Kyle Vlogs. Check him out, friends. Check him out. This is Kendi K all day. I see folks chatting it up. And so, yeah, it's okay to be nervous. The question was, what if you're nervous? Well, think about starting your channel as a faceless channel. But friends, I'll tell you, it's normal. And even as I started my channel in January 2024, the last week of January 2024, I am still nervous each and every time I go live. Absolutely. I think it's just part of what it is. And People say, well, Candy K, you don't look nervous. I'm telling you, I am nervous. I am a introvert by nature. That is my personality, to be an introvert. And so, y'all, I just do the best I can. And I thank all the kind humans for giving me lots of grace as a content creator. And yes, even though I'm now a fully monetized content creator, I still consider myself a very small content creator because YouTube considers me a small content creator. So if you do see that hype button, that's a special program for small and new content creators. Go ahead and hit that hype button. And it's not available during live streams, but it's available on the replay once this video goes into replay following this live stream. Oh my goodness, we want to welcome in Barry's Walking Exercise. Thank you, Barry, for joining in. Thank you for stopping in. Barry and his lovely wife, Liz. Hashtag Liz is the star of the show. I'm just fooling with you there, Barry. But Barry and Liz, they are a team. They are a channel team. For those who are thinking about starting a channel, start a channel with your spouse. Then they won't be challenging you to not spend so much time on YouTube, in the YouTube streets, because I will tell you this, as someone who is now a fully monetized channel, does YouTube take a lot of time? Yes, it does, if you want to grow that channel. Or you can slow roll that thing. You take YouTube the way that you want to do it, but most folks want to see growth on their channel. And what we know for sure is there are some ways that you can grow your channel rapidly. So we want to welcome in Barry Walking Exercise and Liz to the Content Creator Collective. This is Shop Talk, and we're talking shop, and we're helping those who are thinking about becoming new content creators. Thank you all for joining us. Continue to drop any questions you have in the chat. Friends, we're going to get finished up here pretty quickly, so go ahead and drop your questions now. How often? Thank you for this question. What a great question. Thank you for dropping it in the chat. How often should new creators upload content? Great question. That is why I gave you pro tip number 4. Create a launch for your channel by beginning to create videos, short videos, at least 5 minutes, but 8 minutes is optimal, because then that content will forever be, oops, I lost one AirPod, but I still have another. Y'all, it's live content creation. It's live Q&A. Things like that happen. You can't let it stop you. You got to just keep on rolling. This train just keeps on rolling. Y'all, you just got to laugh at it. It happens to the best of us. I don't know. At 50 years of age, I think there's something wrong with my ears. These AirPods are always falling out of my ears. Is there a way? Is it user error? Am I using them correctly or perhaps incorrectly? I don't know. Y'all help me out. Drop down in that chat. So let's get back to that question. That was a great question that came in. How often should new creators upload? Friends, you want to upload as many times as you can in a weekly period. Okay. So in a period of 7 days, you want to upload as many times as you can, especially as a new creator, especially as a rising creator in the YouTube streets, especially any creator that is reaching for partial monetization or full monetization. Upload as much as you can. And we're speaking today directly to those who are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or maybe they recently started a YouTube channel and they're not really sure where to go. Keep coming over here to Shop Talk. Go ahead and set your notifications to all so that you'll be reminded when I go live, and I'm going live tomorrow with the next episode in this special series for those who are planning to go from viewer to YouTuber. Friends, so upload as much as you can, 1 to 2 times a week at least, because we want the supercomputers that are the YouTube algorithm, that create that YouTube algorithm. That means how many times are they going to put your content? Your content doesn't always appear on everybody's device, on their cell phone, on their tablets, on their TVs. It doesn't always appear on there because YouTube doesn't know you because you're new, or you might be a small channel, or maybe a channel that doesn't upload often. So if you've already hit that create a channel button and you've already started that 365-day clock, by uploading your first public video, that's when the clock starts, is the moment that you upload and start to gain public watch hours on any of your long format content. That is what starts that YouTube clock, 365 days. And that clock just starts ticking down. So we'll talk more about that clock. Don't worry about it. But you want to upload as much as you can. So if you've already uploaded some content publicly, then you are in fact a YouTuber. Congratulations and welcome aboard. This is the Shop Talk. This is our live stream Q&A for content creators 3 times a week. We are the Content Creator Makerspace, where we connect, we collaborate, we learn, we laugh because Kenny Kate lost one of her AirPods, and grow our channels to and through monetization. So upload as many times as you can. One time a week is good, but 2 times, that'll really keep you in the algorithm. 3 times, oh, that means you're ready to go. You're ready to grow your channel. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. And question, yes, I did hear that. I heard that on independent media. One of my favorite independent media spaces on YouTube. I watch them on YouTube. Is Roland Martin Unfiltered. And you know, I'm also a lemon slice, so check me out over there as well. Friends, I just want to share with you how I show up in these YouTube streets as a content creator and as the facilitator of Shop Talk. But we are the Content Creator Collective. So, in answer to that question that I would give you, other content creators, share with us in the chat, drop in the chat, let us know how many times you upload in a week. Because as a new content creator, you won't be able to live stream at first until you get at least 50 subscribers. You won't be able to live stream on your own, but until you get 50 subscribers. And then, but you can go live with someone else, and that will help you grow your channel too. We'll talk more about collaborations as we do these episodes. This is a Smart Start series for those who want to move from viewer to YouTuber and grow as a YouTube content creator. Thank you all for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. This is our Content Creator Makerspace. I am your host, Kendi K, all day, and I would like for you to join me tomorrow. And I will look for the thumbnail so that you'll know the exact time. And don't forget to set your notifications to all. And on Sunday, it'll be our Sunday sunrise edition of Shop Talk. This is the Content Creator Makerspace, and we are the Content Creator Community. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for rocking and riding with me in these YouTube streets. Goodbye for now.